Ooh.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making the plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. Great eye in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.
What is going on, everyone? This is Nate the Great coming to you live from the All Sports All Plays Network. I am here with Mess Around and with Brandon Herrera. What is going on? How are both of you doing?
Oh.
Doing good.
Hey, doing good, Nate. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing well. Now to get things going, this to preview a little bit about the Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. We're going to start off with Mess Around. Who do you have winning this game, and why?
I got Kansas City winning this game 41-38, and the reason why is because I think that offense of the Chiefs is going to be a little too much to handle, and I think they're going to pull away in the fourth quarter.
Restaurant? Brandon?
God, I am still undecided, really. I mean, I want both teams to win for different reasons. I want Kansas City to win because I want to see Mahomes do it twice in the first 3 years. But I also want to see the Bucs do it just because they're the home team and it's never been done before. So I really hope it's a close, good game. If I'm laying money down on it, I guess I would have to go with the Bucs just because they're at home. So, but overall, I really want to just see a great game, maybe even an overtime game. Kicker wins it with a 50-yarder. So
I can't believe I am saying this, but I'm actually rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. There's two people that I can't on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that I can't root for. I mean, I know they haven't really done anything since they've gone to Tampa Bay. But in their past, with Tom Brady with New England and Tony Brown with the teams that he was on, I can't root for them. I'm rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think they will win this game 35-38. Well, 38-35 in favor of the Chiefs. Now for this game, who will win the Super Bowl MVP? I'm going with Brandon first.
Oh, jeez. I got the Bucs, so I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Tom Brady. Long shot maybe. Would be Gronk maybe.
Mess around.
I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. I think that he's the difference maker in this game. They couldn't cover him the first game they played, so I think they're going to have problems with him again, and I think he has another big day.
I'm also going with Tyreek Hill. I mean, we saw what happened in the first quarter alone, like 200-something yards, 215 yards in just the first quarter last time against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with Tyreek Hill as well. Now you said, Mess Around, that you think the Chiefs will win. We're gonna flip it. If the Bucs won this game, who will win the MVP?
If the Bucs win, it's going to be Tom Brady. For the Bucs to win, Tom Brady's got to have a good game and spread the ball all around. He's got the weapons to do it. So, and Kansas City's defense is pretty bad. I mean, they played good last week or 2 weeks ago against Buffalo, but we'll see if they can do it again.
And now, Brandon, you said the Bucs. So if the Chiefs won this game, who will win the MVP? MVP.
Yeah, I would have to go with Hill. I mean, along with you guys. I mean, I know Mahomes is the mastermind behind that, but we've seen Hill put up some big games against the Bucs, so it'll be either Mahomes or Hill. I'll go with Hill.
And now who do you think will get the most touchdown passes caught for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then the Chiefs? We're gonna go with mess around first.
Who's gonna have the most touchdown passes?
Caught, like touchdown.
Caught? Oh, okay. For Tampa Bay, I think it's gonna be Mike Evans. I think he gets a couple, and for Kansas City, obviously I picked Hill as my MVP, so I think Hill gets at least 3 touchdowns in this game.
I think both guys will get at least 3 touchdowns in this game, Mike Evans and Hill, no matter who wins or loses.
Oh. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I mean, I could even throw Gronk in there for a couple of short TD passes on the goal line. So
Gronk is a hot take.
Yeah, I would go Evans or so. All right.
Yeah.
And now who's going to get the most receiving yards in this game? Brandon, we're going to go with you first.
I think Hill will. I mean, Holmes likes them, and big game, big spot. Why not give it to your best receiver? So I think Hill would not surprise me if he tops over or gets close to 200.
Mess around?
It's for the Bucs. I think it's going to be Scotty Miller. Mike Evans is going to get touchdowns, but I think Scotty Miller is going to have the most receiving yards for them. For the Chiefs, it's Tyreek Hill.
For me, I think in this one, Tyreek Hill. We've all been going with Tyreek Hill, but the most receiving yards, I'm gonna go same with touchdowns. I think it will go to Mike Evans. Now, between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, who do you think will throw the most interceptions, or if there will be any interceptions thrown?
Tom Brady's going to throw at least 2.
Brandon?
I think they both will throw at least 1. I don't think we'll see too many interception turnovers, but so I got them both throwing 1.
Now, the last basic question, and then we're going to start comparing games between the last Tampa Bay Bucs game all the way and this one. What we'll think will happen in this one. Now, who do you think will get the last touchdown from both teams?
Ooh.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Oh, that's tough. I guess last touchdown for both teams. I'll say Mahomes is going to sneak one in, and I think Brady will throw one to Gronk.
Mess around?
For me, the Honey Badger gets the last touchdown for the Chiefs. He gets a defensive pick, return for a touchdown. And for the Bucs, Leonard Fournette gets their last touchdown.
And for me, I think you're probably going to throw one. I think Mahomes might throw a touchdown to Travis Kelce, and then for the Bucs, I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Mike Evans again. Now, comparing to the last game, the last Tampa Bay and Chiefs game, what do you expect to see a little bit differently Now it's the Super Bowl. Now it's win or lose the Super Bowl. What do you expect to see a little bit differently?
I think Tampa Bay is going to double Tyreek Hill and try and take him out of the game. That's they're going to have to based on what he did in the first game. But I still think he's going to get loose because he's just so fast, and they move around so much, so it's going to be hard to kind of stick two guys on him. But they're going to try.
Brandon?
I don't think we're going to see Brady throw 3 picks as soon like he did against the Packers, that quick at least. I see the defensive line rushing Mahomes quite a bit and trying to contain him because the Chiefs are down 2 of their starting linemen from last I heard. So I see them putting some pressure on Mahomes and Brady not making those critical mistakes.
As for me, I'm gonna have to agree with you, Mastron, because you said that they're probably gonna put 2 guys on Tyreek Hill, because how do you go? Why would you go one-on-one in multiple occasions after we saw what happened? After we saw what happened the first time, that just still confuses me. And now for the Chiefs, I think we might see more outside of touchdown passes. I think we also might see a little bit more heavy on the run game for the Chiefs. And the last thing I have, what do you expect to be the same for both games? We're gonna go with Brandon.
It's going to be the passing game. I think both teams are just going to go with their strong suit and try to force the pass. And if it doesn't work, then yeah, I'll probably divert to the run game a little bit more. But I see a lot of passing. Pass.
Mastron?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pass-heavy game. Their passing games are both really good, and I expect to see both quarterbacks well over 300 yards.
Yeah, especially since we all have that high scoring. I think it's going to come down to the end with Harrison Buckner kicking the field goal, and it's pretty much going to be a very pass-heavy game. And even with my prediction, my 38-35 prediction, with 5 touchdowns, and I think they're all going to be touchdown passes except for maybe 1 for the Chiefs and then for the Bucks. And then now let's compare. We're going to start with the Chiefs going through, and after the New York Jets game where the Chiefs won 38-9. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chiefs have not won a game up until the Bills. They have not won a game by more than 1 score. And then now I play the Bills, and they do really well despite Patrick Mahomes' issues with the concussion protocol and the toe turf injury. As a matter of fact, tomorrow he's expected to go into surgery for this toe turf injury. Now, what do you think that going into this offseason, what do you think that should be a biggest address for this Kansas City Chiefs? And we're going to go to Brandon first on that.
You're not just talking about Holmes, you're talking about the whole team in general, what they should do this offseason?
In general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably shore up that defense a little bit more. Because, like you said, they were just winning games here or there by 3-7 points, and then they will have an outbreak of a bigger game margin of victory. So, I would definitely shore up the offense. I don't think they need a touch unless they go out and get a nice, solid running back. But again, yeah, just shore up that defense.
Master?
With Brandon on that, they did need to work on defense, get some more defensive help in the secondary. I know they got a couple of young guys that are really good. They're ascending, not really good, but they're getting there. They also get Williams back next year, so they'll have that 1-2 punch at running back. Other than that, I think it's defense, more defense.
Yeah. And then now going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where Tampa Bay, they had a couple questionable losses through the regular season. That 31-3 game against New Orleans, where 38-3, excuse me, no, 31-3 because 38-3 was against us. That 31-3 game where Tampa just couldn't put up the numbers. They just couldn't put up anything to the Rams, to that don't know how to count to 4 game against the Chicago Bears. They had a couple questionable losses. What do you think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should address this offseason? And then mess around, we'll go with you.
Tampa, maybe I don't know. Their defense is pretty solid. Their offense is pretty solid. Maybe I would give them more help in the secondary.
Mm-hmm. Brandon?
Yeah, I'll say secondary probably needs some help. Maybe they've been flip flopping back running backs. I think Fournette's got the most carries though, but I would probably solidify who my steady running back is and possibly get some protection on the offensive line so Brady has a little bit more time to get things going. So
even with Leonard Fournette?
Yeah, I mean, if they can get a more solid running back, I mean, Fournette's okay. I mean, but
he's definitely way better than Peyton Barber.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
and now Tom Brady has come out and addressed this before, where he said he wants to play to 45. Well, this offseason, he turns 44. Do you think next season will be his last season?
I think it depends on what happens here in the Super Bowl. If he wins the Super Bowl, maybe he retires next after the Super Bowl. Even though he said he wanted to play till he's 45, but I think he'd probably want to go out on top with the seven championships.
Brandon, you're like
Well, there's also, there's been some reports that he's also hinted that he's not putting a time frame on 45. If he wants to play when he's older, he's going to play. So, but I'm with mess around. I mean, how can you not think about it? Going out on top. I mean, you get to leave the game when you want to on top. I mean, I could see him, maybe one more year at 45, or 44. But I really don't think he's going to play past 45. So, a couple more years. But it wouldn't shock me if he plays 46.
Now, will he retire at Tampa Bay Buccaneer, or will he go to a different team? He probably won't go to a different team, but I'm just asking to see what your thoughts were. I'm sorry. We'll go to the mess around first.
Yeah, sorry.
I think he's gonna retire with the Patriots. I'm not saying he's gonna go back there and play, but he's gonna do what most of the guys who spent the majority of their career with one team and go to another. They'll come back and sign that one-day contract and retire with their team that they played with the most.
Ooh. Wow. Brandon?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. Everybody was talking about how Favre betrayed the Packers. He'll never be a Packer, but in the long run, where'd he go? He signed a 1-day, 10-day contract or whatever, retired a Packer, in the Hall of Fame as a Packer. Brady's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to sign the 10-day contract or whatever, and he'll go in the Hall of Fame as a Patriot, and he'll retire a Patriot.
Now, last final question, and then before we close this off and do the shirts and all that kind of stuff, what is your hot take about the Super Bowl? Master?
Ooh.
Well, I know we've all said that it's going to be based on the passing game, but I would not be surprised if one team established a run and just ran the ball all over the other team. That's my hot take. It may not come down to the passing game like we all said. It could be whoever establishes the run first.
If that's the case, then it's definitely the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I feel like Leonard Fournette's a better running back than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Well, I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is great, but I think Leonard Fournette's better. Brandon?
Ooh, hot take. Let's see. Messer kind of touched on a running game, so I will go with that. Kicker is going to end this game. I think it's going to be close enough to where we're going to get a last-second field goal to end it.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the second time where we've seen overtime game. That's my hot take. We've only seen that happen once with New England and Atlanta. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it a second time. So any final comments before we give this a close? Brandon?
No, just looking over some of the prop bets, I know that's a big talker.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the commercials, kind of see what happens, because I heard some of the big sponsors have pulled out, so be interested to see what kind of commercials we get. But overall, I hope it's a great game, and, the outcome is the outcome, and, hopefully, we have a good Super Bowl.
Trey, a former analyst on the ASET Network, he said a quarterback so Tom Brady can teach on how to run the future with this team. I can definitely see that when we're talking about the offseason moves.
Yeah.
Mess around?
I just want to say everybody enjoy the game. Drink a couple beers for me. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it's not a blowout, because nobody wants to see a blowout in the Super Bowl.
No.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see a repeat of Denver and San Fran, or Seattle and Denver, or Washington and Denver. Anyway, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy spending time with whoever you're going to spend time with at the watching the Super Bowl on TV, or if you're one of those guys who are actually watching this in the stands. I really wouldn't recommend that, but so this has been Nate the Great, Messing Around, and Brandon signing out. See you guys later.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making the plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics never the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so time for laces. All sports, all plays. Network. All sports, all plays. Network. We on top of our game. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays.